Welcome to the C204 research video series brought to you by the Business Via Library. Case assignments aren't like typical assignments. There's not one right answer, and you can't just look up a solution. In business, just because something has worked in the past doesn't mean it's a sure thing moving into the future. So you can learn things from the successes of other companies, but you can't replicate their successes by following a recipe. Because your client is a unique, real-life business with their own set of real-world problems, you have to build a custom answer by putting together information from various sources. In other words, these videos will help you find useful information, but you have to decide what to do with that information. In these videos, we'll discuss how to find the background information you'll need before beginning to formulate an idea. All of the databases mentioned in these videos can be found on the Research Guide for C204, located in the Library Research Guide tab of Canvas. For any case, the most important thing is to be sure you understand the client and what they're asking for. Make sure to read the case document very carefully and explore the sources linked on the last page. Explore every corner of Daily Crunch's website to get familiar with their story, products, and mission. Also, pay close attention to their brand personality. How does the company present itself? What does the language and imagery on the site communicate about the brand and its target customers? Next, do the same for the competition. Remember that the competitors aren't just other companies selling nuts. For any product, there's a value proposition or job to be done, and any other product that provides that value or does that job is a competitor. Daily Crunch provides a healthy snack option, but consumers could substitute any number of snacks, like granola, fruit, or popcorn. That means you'll need to consider companies that produce nut-based snacks, but also companies that produce anything that a snacker might choose instead. Consider their approaches to branding, marketing, and initiatives carefully. It's also important to understand the larger industry in which these companies operate. Search IBISWorld for industry reports like this one on snack production and this one on fruit and nut farming. These reports detail trends in the industry as well as providing breakdowns of product and market segments and explaining pressures and potential obstacles from within and outside the industry. You can also search Passport GMID to find reports on nuts in the US, snacks in the US, savory snacks in the US, and this slightly older report on health and wellness snacks in the US. These reports discuss trends, market shares of specific companies and products, and also have projections for future performance. Just search snacks here, then select View All Results in the Analysis box. Then select the USA from the Geographies box here on the left. The main snack reports are at the top, and you can find the nuts report by scrolling down. Once you understand the client, the competition, and the industry, you can move on to researching the case questions, which are all about communicating effectively with the consumer.